Hello and welcome back, my friends. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ, here with another Deal It Up challenge. I believe it might even be week 40, but I'll have to check that before I post this. This week I'm going with 3 prompts, so 2 of the original and 1 of our new ones, or newer. They're not so new anymore, are they? But newer. Okay, so plenty still in those additional packs that we haven't done yet. Lots and lots to play with. So let's get started. A very warm hello if you're new to my channel. If this is the first time that you've checked out Deal It Up challenge, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the challenge and are inspired to play along. It's just a quick little challenge. Make a piece of ephemera or multiple pieces if you're so inspired, according to the prompts. Okay, Junkie Recycled is our first prompt. And already that's got me thinking, oh, what am I going to do? Like, I work with trash a lot, but it's like, was that the mood I'm in? I don't know. Sometimes it's just the prompts that come out are not the mood you're in. And that's okay. It's okay to push yourself and try something even if you're not in that mood, or to interpret it in a way that you're comfortable with. Okay, we're making a mini notepad or booklet. So we've only done one of those in this in the Deal It Up challenge, and within 40 weeks we've only done it once, so it's probably a good time to do it again. And our final prompt, what's it going to be, my friends? What is it going to be? And a leaf or leaves. Okay, and that's one we haven't had before. So mini notepad or booklet. Well, first off, I want some sort of cover or backing or something of that sort. So I've got this bit of scrapbook paper. Why not use that? And it's a scrap, so you know we're kind of heading to the junky recycled, kind of, not fully. I'm just going to pop the prompts up the top out of my way. Last time I made a little flip down one. Maybe I'll make a little booklet this time. So I'm going to fold that into about the size that I want, and then do I want to make a little folding? Why not? Since I've got the bit of paper, I'm going to make it so it kind of closes. Now it is junky in that it is torn and creased. I'm just going to cut that off. Actually, I've got a better idea. Sorry for my reach. I've got these scissors still on my desk from a previous project that give a decorative edge. So why not, since they're here, trim off with a fun edge. Just because I can. It's the thing, when you've got your tools out, you're more likely to use them. And I think that's the problem for us crafters, because we can't keep everything to hand, so we pop it away in storage, and as true to form, that's not straight, and then we forget to use it because it's not handy. And sometimes we don't even remember where we put it, or that we've even got it, because it's been put away for so long. So I'm going to ink that up first up. And I hope to use a whole lot of junky recycled bits and pieces inside my little booklet, is I think where I'm heading with this. And then this has got leaves on it, but I'm going to use leaves. Do I want to do this deckled as well? Why not? Let's see if we can cut it a bit straighter. Just going to take the very edge off. Lots of little fragments. Just gives a little bit more interest, doesn't it? Bit of a change, bit of fun, and also not a bit of fun and not new is all the sponge crumbs all over my desk. And I'm gonna create even more. Crummy. Give my lungs a workout blowing all the crumbs away. Right, there we go. I need to get rid of them because otherwise they cause ink splodges on whatever I'm working on. Okay, well that's a bit of fun. I like that edge. I could do right around, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave that kind of edge like that. I think that's fun. Right, so we need some papers. Okay, so I've got a scrap here of packing paper. I'm just going to roughly fold it to about the size I want. And it's all creased and a little bit torn, so it's definitely in the junky recycled arena. I could actually create a little fold, but I don't think I will. But I might go out a bit further because so that'll close there. It'll go past the front cover, but I don't mind that. I think that's quite all right. We've got a scrap of a digital here. I'm just going to fold that in half. And I'm going to put it up a bit so they're not all in the same sort of line. Let's see if we can find something that's the right height maybe. And this isn't the right height, but I think I'm going to pop a piece in anyway. This is painter's masking paper. So I'm looking for all the different colours of paper as well, just to make it fun. Actually, I might put that the other way around, so the longer bit's at the front. What else have we got? Got some newsprint, plain newsprint packing paper here. Definitely junky, definitely recycled. So let's grab a bit of this. I'm just going to randomly tear a bit and then tear it to size. Oops, that was completely off kilter. Oops. All yep, height-wise that looks about good. Okay, because I'd messed them all up. Okay, so I want to tear about there, I think. So I'm not worrying about whether it's straight or not. In fact, I am definitely going for random and torn and scruffy to really fit with that junky recycled prompt. That's how I'm interpreting it. You could interpret it completely differently. You could just use recycled materials like I am, but then, you know, make them look like they're not recycled. That is perfectly great way to interpret the prompts. but I'm just really playing with it, having fun. Okay, how are we going? Do we need one more bit? They're all quite thin papers apart from that digital, which is the thickest one, and that's only 80 GSM, regular copy paper, so not super heavy. Maybe we want a large one in the middle. So let's dig again. Here we go. Here's an envelope that's been torn open. Let's add that in. So just going to use my craft knife to open it out flat. Oops, I need to break off my blade. It's not cutting particularly well. Oops. Definitely a random rush job there. Look how tatty that is. Isn't it glorious? Only a junk journaler would be so excited by scrappy, ripped, torn, scrappy bits of goodness. Okay, I actually really like this kind of tatty edge here, and so I'm wondering, that's probably a little bit more than I want, so let's keep it but just trim it down a bit so it's not quite so long. And this bit here, trying to tear it without tearing into it because it is actually torn into the base of the envelope. So I'm thinking having that at the bottom, maybe the other way round. It's got my name on it. That was from my mum, I can tell. It's her writing. It's been from a Christmas card, or a Christmas card actually, from memory. It was from Christmas. And it's slightly too wide, so let's just tear off my name, and then I don't need to worry about covering it over it or anything. Right, and I want that way around, or this way around. I think this way around. And that's going to be a middle page, but I think I don't want the two whites together, so change that around a little bit, like so. Make sure they all fit inside my cover. And that one's just sticks up a little bit outside the cover, so I'm just going to tear that off. Where's the middle? There's the middle. I lost the middle there for a second. Now, for binding this, I could do staples, which would be absolutely fine way to do it, but I think I want to actually stitch it. So in here, which is just random embroidery cottons, there are some loose scrappy bits, like this bit. Now, is it long enough? No, it is not long enough. Okay, can we find another scrappy bit? What about this? That will do. I'd call that scrappy, wouldn't you? Like, there's not much left. I think I'm just going to paper clip this together so I'm not having to worry about rearranging it constantly. Normally I'd use clips if I'm doing a journal, like mini bulldog clips, but I'm not going to bother getting those out for this little project. So I've got 2 paper clips and I've got this little quilter's clip, so that will do. Okay, now how many threads? Do I want all 6? No, I don't think I do. I'm going to go 3, so I'm going to split it in half. Just go 3 threads, excuse me, while I just separate them out. And a needle might be helpful, don't you think? I've taken to leaving leftover cotton in the needles, so they're all getting full up with previous projects. Let's go with this one. This one doesn't have anything in it yet. That's soon going to change, isn't it? And the ends are a little frayed on this embroidery thread, so I'm just going to trim it off so I'm not fighting getting it through the needle. Ow, already I've stabbed myself with the needle. Okay, so I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I think I've got enough length here. I'm pretty sure I will have, so I'm gonna just wing it here because it is just a wee notebook. So sorry if I disappear off camera, I do apologize. I feel like I'm all thumbs and fingers. Well, I guess I am. Everybody is, aren't they? Unless they're missing a few digits. Like my father-in-law has just got little nubs for thumbs due to an accident when he was just a little boy. I think maybe, ow, that hurt. He might have been 4 years old or something when he lost his thumbs. So he's been without them for a very long time. And of course he's very used to it now. Hopefully I haven't caught those threads. So back through the middle and then eyeballing about the same sort of distance from the other end. Hoping I'm in the middle. Yep, not too bad. So you go that way. So your threads need to be on opposite sides for this, for when you tie the knot. Okay, I've got plenty of thread there. Make sure it's tight. Doesn't have to be super tight, it's just a wee notebook. And tie a knot, tie another knot so it doesn't come undone. Okay, and I'm just going to trim these off quite short, like so. Put my needle away before I end up wearing it in my foot or something. It happens. It has happened to me. So let's be good and put it away. Okay, clips off. And there we've got a little notebook sewn together. So I want a closure here to hold that flap closed. Right, so I do have an idea for that. And hopefully I can get the container down without dropping anything on my head, because all the containers are stacked up on the shelf behind me. So in here I've got a couple of leaf stamps that came from, well, one came from my mum and one is one I bought. Oh, it's so hard to get the lid off these. They're super suctiony. Come on, off you get. So this is a leaf stamp I bought years and years ago. It's from a company called Montaga, which is a local company in the city I'm closest to. And then this one is from Rubber Dubber Doo, which is one my mum bought. So I'm thinking one of those to meet the leaf or leaves prompt would actually work really nicely as a closure and just tuck in under the leaf. And I'm thinking this one more so than this one. I think either would work, but I'm going to go with this one. Hopefully that doesn't fall down off its perch. And I've got this bit of envelope, so why don't we stamp it on the envelope? And what colour do we want? Do we want green? We've got no green on here apart from the stitching, which is really dark and doesn't really show up. That doesn't scream green. So we could do a dark green. I've got this library green archival ink. Let's go with that and see what it looks like. Ages since I've used this stamp. I tend to just reach for my clear stamps nowadays because they're, you know, easier, more convenient, take up less space. But I have got some really nice of these woodblock stamps. Right, have a sip of my now cold cup of tea while I just let the ink settle. Oh yeah, that's really cold. Ugh. But I need the fluid. And it's gone now. Ugh. Yeah, not so fussed on the cold drinks, cold hot drinks, if you know what I mean. Isn't that lovely? Very cool. Right. Actually, did I want it on something heavier? Oh, well, I can always do it again. Let's see what it's going to be like. Yes. Do I want the stalk? I don't need the stalk. I think it would work fine without the stalk. So I'm going to, I should have my fussy cutting scissors for this, rather than trying to do it with the giant scissors. I'm just going to cut off that stalk because I think it's just going to be a pain and potentially end up torn anyway. I do hope I'm on camera. Little folded bit is in my way. Yep, let's get out my fussy cutting scissors. That's just nonsense trying to cut round there with the big scissors. That's how accidents happen. And suddenly I've got half a leaf. So I hope you all had a good weekend. Hubby's really tired, so we just had quite a quiet weekend. A few jobs done and bits and pieces, but yeah, pretty quiet, pretty subdued. The weekend's really just for catching up from the busyness of the week and getting some rest. And you can tell he's getting tired because our meals have taken a bit of a downturn in the quality. They've become quick, easy, not so nutritious as what they would tend to normally be. And that's okay. It's just what needs to happen for now. So if I tuck that under the I'm thinking it's not heavy enough. So I could double layer it, glue it to another bit of envelope. I think that's what I'm going to do, which means I'm going to have to fussy cut it out a second time. So bear with me. Oops, without getting glue all over the front of it, preferably. Obviously need to change my glue page. Right, here we go again. And I'm deliberately placed it over the seam where there's a double layer of the envelope to give a triple layer. So I think that's going to be helpful for the bit that needs to hold and have the flap tucked under it. Gosh, get my words out. Yeah, so let me know what you did for your weekend, whether it was cruisy, busy, fun, boring. I must say, we had some stunning weather on Saturday. It was a huge frost in the morning. Well, not the biggest frost I've ever seen, but like probably the biggest one we've had this year. So the ground was still white at 9 o'clock in the morning. But then it was just a beautiful sunshiny day afterwards. Really pretty day. It's one of those days that you're like, yep, spring is on its way. It is coming. Which I love. I love spring. Spring is my favourite time of year. Right. So how much do I want it? Tuck under. Do I want to tuck under this way? Yes, I want to tuck under that way. Okay. Oh, that's another idea. I just had another thought. I could actually glue this on this side and then have something here that this tucks into instead. But do I want to affect the look of the leaf? Or do I just want to go with regular? Tuck it in under there. We'll just go regular. Save that idea for another time. Right, so I need to go about... Come on, glue. Come on. Oh, don't do this to me. Oh, no, here we go. It's all good. Don't panic yet. Right, so we want about there, hopefully. Now it's coming out the top. Get the lid on quick. Yes, and it is not glued down, so that's good. Okay, I like that. But we could probably decorate it up a bit more, maybe. Maybe I should have done that before I stuck the leaf down. Never mind, it's too late now. It is down. We've got some little labels here from the Junk Journal Studio. Pop a little one of those on. Doesn't stand out perhaps quite as much. Was quite as much as I'd like. Saturday matinee, 5 cents. Gosh, wouldn't it be good if you could go to the movies for 5 cents these days? Wouldn't that be awesome? No, I don't want another cent one. No. Got some roses. No. I quite like this little one. But I feel like I want something to balance it. We could pop this down here. Let's ink it up while I have a think. I don't know how much thinking's actually going on, to be honest. I think I pick up the sponge and I just zone out. I'm inking, don't think about anything. Maybe it needs book page behind it. Maybe that's... Tiny wee scrap of book page needs to be tinier. Okay, I like that. I'm going to put that down and then have another look at whether there's anything else I want to add. And the silence fairy has come. There's absolutely no talking during that. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. I like that. Oh, look at all that scrappy, trashy goodness. Isn't that fun? I love that. I particularly love all this tatty envelope. I ended up with two short ones pretty much on top of each other. Yeah, it's all right. We can live with it. It's too late now anyway. It's in there. I like how I can bend it to slip that in under there. Actually, I'm wondering about doing some stamping because I feel like it needs something. So maybe some script. Just hunting for a script stamp. There we go. Any one will do. That one's the first one I came to. I'm running out of rooms to pop things. Onto the floor it goes. Oh, a little scrap of paper. Okay, and what colour? Need a page to put behind. I don't want it like super dark, I don't think. This is quite a grey, quite a dark grey, the pattern on the paper. So I'm thinking about maybe shadow grey, which is lighter grey than that, but just to add a bit of detail. Let's try it. We can always go in with something a bit darker if we don't like the effect. And I'm just going to go over top with all the papers still stuck in there. So I don't think it will matter. Yeah, I like the grey. I think the grey's perfect choice, just to give a little bit of something. And why not do the back as well? Don't forget the back. There we go. Okay, pleased with that. I'm pleased I went with the grey. Don't know if you can, how well you can see that. Do I want to do anything else? This becomes the game of when does one stop? One stops when one has had enough or feels that it's good where it is. And I think I've reached that point. I think I'm now happy that it just gave enough interest in the background there. You could stamp inside here and add some decoration in the inside cover, but that's also really good writing space. So I'm going to leave that as writing space. So we've got a cute little booklet to tuck into a journal pocket, or alternatively into your handbag, your wallet, or something like that if you need something just to take around with you to write some notes. I'm just going to ink up that edge because I see that I neglected to do that. I did not do the back. I don't know why I did not do the back. That is bizarre. But the back is done now, so there we go, all fixed. I love it. I think that's super cute. I think it turned out well. Just get that out of the way so you can see better. So our prompts for this Deal It Up challenge, which I do believe is number 40, but it'll be in the title. So junky and recycled. So I used scraps of paper, book page, really tatty, scrappy bits of paper to put in our little booklet. The mini notepad or booklet, of course, was what we were making. And a leaf or leaves. So there are leaves on this paper, and then I stamped a leaf and put it as the closure. I love that. I think that's super cute. Really good project to mass make too. If you were interested in creating yourself a bunch of ephemera to have on hand, it'd be a fabulous project to do. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you give it a go. And if you do give it a go, then you can use the hashtag DealItUpChallenge on Instagram, or you can post it in the Facebook group Visual Vibes, and all those links are down below in the description box. Take care everyone, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow for Trashcraft Tuesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye.